Everyone knows Britain for their accent people constantly make jokes about, or the fact that they colonized 90% of the world. But it's no time for jokes, because darker times are coming. So recently, people have been freaking out over what is referred to as a draconian law known as the Online Safety Act. But what the hell is it? And why am I talking about it if I don't live in the United Kingdom? In a nutshell, the Online Safety Act is a law that is intended to protect children from access to inappropriate content. Sounds simple and good, right? But looks can be deceiving. It requires websites that host fresh corn and the likes to make users submit their ID and verify their age using facial recognition, which is not only stupid and such a pain in the ass, but is clearly attacking user privacy. So yes, people do have the right to panic, as this is a breach of privacy. Now, the law first came into existence in 2023 as a means to protect children online, kinda like COPPA. Okay, look, I do agree with children being safe on the internet, but it's better to make parents monitor what they do there. It's fucking logical. I wouldn't even want to give my kid a smartphone until they turn 15 or something, but no one has the right mind to let their kid watch some corn, unless they're Diddy or something. But this law is beyond that. The bigger reason why people are concerned about the Online Safety Act, as it's called, is that the government is invading everyone's privacy. They're basically saying, "Oh, you wanna wank your little wang? Give us your face first. We're absolutely not robbing your privacy along the way." This is so stupid. By doing that, you're telling the government, "Hey look, I'm gooning." Surveillance on the internet is stupid in my opinion. This shit sounds so dystopian that it feels like it's 1984. The Online Safety Act doesn't just crack down on corn sites, but also normal platforms such as Discord and Reddit, although the latter has a lot of corn, but still. People got around this by using video game characters to trick Ofcom, the ones that helped pass the law, into thinking, "Oh, they're an adult." But the oldest trick in the book is your good old VPNs. VPNs have become as popular in the UK as Labubus throughout the world. Can't wait for them to flood thrift stores next year. But anyway, VPNs are a popular way for people to send the middle finger to the government firewalling the internet. But what's worse is knowing that Britain is a literal democracy. Why even pass a crazy draconian law like that? Now, contrary to what people thought, they're not banning VPNs, but the government warned that using VPNs would harm children, as they implied. Let's keep the kids safe by giving out personal information to third parties that could potentially sell it to hackers who will ruin your life. That's based as fuck! But anyway, even Wikipedia got affected and actually went and sued the British government for the Online Safety Act, which is the right thing. Who goes on Wikipedia and goons to NSFW articles over there? Okay, let's just listen to some music. What? Even Spotify? By the way, it's even happening to Twitter users in the UK. It kind of feels like a dictatorship censoring free speech in the guise of protecting children. Not even kidding, just look at the amount of shit banned on the internet. I think this whole age verification thing would have been good if it used a traditional, "yes, I'm over 18" checkbox thing. Even the Trump administration of all people criticized the Online Safety Act, accusing it of curbing freedom of speech. Hypocritically, YouTube is planning to use ID verification for minors under 18 in the US later this month, and in the land down under, YouTube is set to be completely banned for everyone under 16. What the fuck is it with everyone wanting to spy on people for watching cat videos? I have a smarter idea. Just let the parents do their job. They should be the ones protecting their kids from actually harmful content on the internet, and not governments that just want to curb personal freedoms. Oh, and you want to order some pizza? Bam! You need your ID. Isn't it enough that you're meeting the delivery guy face to face? Are they thinking that you're wearing a mask to disguise yourself? Think of the kids, they said. Now, to be honest with you, this whole law is fucking unnecessary because it has nothing really to do with protecting children online. The internet is completely safe for kids in the UK. It's literally the same shit as saying, "There is no war in Bossing Say." Why does the entire British population need to be thrown under the bus for the shitty parenting of some? Here's what they should have proposed. Parents must supervise their kids when they're surfing the internet. They're supposed to be the ones to tell them what they should visit and what they shouldn't. Others shouldn't be punished just because they fear a kid could somehow find Rule 34 images of their favorite cartoons or some shit. Here's also something even scarier. They want to see all your private messages to make sure you didn't send anything that harms kids. Looks like even sending chicken jockey memes can get you in hot water, or should I say lava. And no, like I said, it's not just the UK. Even the US is thinking of passing a similar law called the Kids Online Safety Act. Isn't COPPA enough? Hopefully that doesn't get passed like that failed bill that would have banned people under 21 from having smartphones, at least in Vermont. We're living in a world where countries are fighting over temples, people are getting obsessed with these terrifying looking plushies, and governments are wanting to spy on people on the internet. Truly fucked up world, man. I remember the days when the internet was an escape from reality. Now, the internet is under attack in places like the UK under this bullshit law that'll backfire instantly. Looks like Brits would have to sacrifice even listening to music unless they give out their ID to protect children. Now look, I don't care if people goon or not. I don't care if you bang your wang to hot girls on OnlyFans. Facial recognition in many corn sites is even dangerous considering the amount of scam ads and potential malware through them. This can literally allow traffickers to sell people's data and endanger their lives. And despite nearly 500,000 signatures to repeal the act altogether, the British government doesn't have any plans to do it. And this is even worse, as this will inspire other countries worldwide to do the same. I just hope to God they actually repeal this act. Anyway, that's all for this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys when I have the opportunity to do so. And as always, peace.